Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, welcome back. If you're not, today we are going to be talking about my journal ecosystem, aka the 50 million different journals and planners that I use. Not daily, but I do use them. They get used. Okay, so make sure you grab a drink, settle down, settle in. Today I have a chai tea latte in my mug that's shaped like a teacup. It's so cute, and it has my first initial on it, if you can see it. Oh, there we go. It's so cute. I love it. And I also have from Evolution Fresh this organic tropical passion cold pressed juice, and I feel like a lot of times cold pressed juice, like the idea of it sounds nasty. Like it's like, oh, that's gonna be bitter, it just tastes like vegetables. Like, no, this tastes good. And it might be because of the mango and the passion fruit, because those are like sweet fruits, but it's good. Would recommend. Try it. Anyway, back to the video. Let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so I think I'm gonna start with this stack right here, and I'm just gonna go through each of my journals / planners and what I use them for. So hopefully you can get some like ideas about what to use if you have any like empty journals laying around. If you have like a planner and you're like, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this for the new year, I got you. We're gonna start with first my Commonplanner by Sterling Ink. So I got the A5 complete planner. It is an A5 vertical planner. I don't really use vertical planners. I'm much more of a horizontal planner person, but I really wanted this planner, so I'm gonna try vertical planning for a year and see how that goes. But kind of the premise behind this, hold on. Wait, I have to show you guys my front page. Look how cute it is. The premise of the planner is that you have your monthly spread, then a weekly spread, then your daily pages for that week, and then a weekly spread, daily pages for that week, etc., until the next month comes along. What's also really cool about common planners is that you have a yearly tracker in the front, and then you have all of your quarterly pages also in the front, if you can hopefully see that. I don't know if you can see that, but you have all of your quarterly pages in the front. So this is going to be kind of like a daily planner / journal for me. So I'm going to use the monthly pages to plan out YouTube things, weekly pages to plan out what tasks I'm gonna do each day, and like any like standing appointments or whatnot that I have to get to, work, etc. And then my daily pages are gonna be a breakdown of all of my tasks and then some journaling. So that is what this is going to be for. Next, I have a Moleskine journal that I got like last year. This I used alongside my Hobonichi weeks that I had last year. So Hobonichi weeks, I like them. They're just so small and I need more space for planning. So a lot of this was kind of just like brain dumped to-do lists, and I think I'm going to carry that into the new year because sometimes I just need a space where it looks ugly, and I know it looks ugly, and I just need to write things down. And it's just like I just need to be able to write lists and then adjust the list and write the list. So that's what this is. This is my Leuchtturm 1917. This journal I use for content creation and like getting deeper into like all of my content creation stuff. So like, for example, here's me planning kind of what was supposed to be my last year, end of the year videos, and kind of really just breaking those down into like how it works. And then in the back it's just like me journaling a bit about it and like kind of just all of my thoughts. I think for me, a lot of this planning is just being able to get my thoughts from my brain onto paper, so it's not clouding up my brain, so I can use my brain for all of the other things that I want and need to do. Next, it's absolutely adorable. It's called Denik. I got it from Barnes & Nobles. It was really cheap. But look at it. It has strawberries and it has a little gingham pattern on the side. It's so cute. Anyway, this is my morning pages journal. And morning pages are basically just 3 full pages of freehand brain dump writing first thing when you wake up in the morning. I haven't done it consistently, but whenever I do morning pages, I just have such a better day, like emotionally, mentally. So this is definitely something that I want to carry into the new year and would totally recommend if you haven't tried it yet. I think you should, because it's really fun and good. We'll talk more about this whenever I film my morning routine video. So yeah, that is the first stack of planners. I feel like we got through that really quickly. Crazy, if you think about it. And I think it's one of those things that whenever we're talking about like planners and journals and notebooks, I think what's important to remember is that you don't need to write in them every day. You don't need to use, like, let's say my actual planner, this has spreads in it. You don't need to use every single spread. You don't have to write something down every single day. The planner is there to help you. You know, like, that's what you have to remember. Like, if you're creating your own journal ecosystem, planner ecosystem, it's there to help you, right? So if it's not helping you, then you just have to go back to the drawing board and maybe, like, think, like, what is going well, what isn't going well, things like that, you know? I literally haven't drank anything this entire thing, and I told y'all to get drinks. Give me a second. I'm gonna take this time to talk about my candle of the day. It is a Bath & Body Works Fresh Cut Lilacs candle. I got it a while ago. Back to the video. Okay, so now we're gonna get into my second stack. So this is my less daily stack of planners. I definitely don't use these every day, but I do use them, so I felt like it was important to talk about them. So I think we're gonna start from the bottom up, actually. And we're gonna talk about these two. Mostly just because these are kind of serving the same purpose, kinda, sorta, not really, kinda. So I use this one. This one is a Moleskine. I don't know what size. It's a really big size, but it's a Moleskine just blank lined journal that I use kind of for brain dumping. Whenever there's just a lot in my mind, a lot that I'm thinking about, I kind of just whoosh into this journal. I've used it for like a lot of things. More recently, I've used it for a lot of like grad school planning. So planning, okay, when am I gonna take the MCAT? What is that gonna look like? Okay, what schools am I going to apply for? What is that timeline looking like? This is a very ugly journal. If I could say anything, another piece of advice, be okay. Like, if you're like me, I'm very much so a perfectionist, and it's something I'm very much so working on. Have a journal and have a space in place where you are okay with it being ugly. You can just cross things out, rip out pages, you know, scribble things out. Have a place and space like that, because it'll be so great for your mental health to just like have somewhere where it is not like you don't have to perform, is what I'm getting at. Like, you have a space where you don't have to perform, if that makes sense, you know? I also use this for like, sometimes I'll watch webinars and I'll take notes in here, things that I need to return to. That's what this journal is for. On the other hand, I have this one, and so if you are applying to grad school, have applied to grad school, applying to any sort of post-high school program, you would know that you have to write essays. And a lot of times, what they suggest you do is kind of like, here's a list of questions, why don't you sit down and just answer them and like kind of reflect and kind of see how you want your essays to be written. So that's what this entire journal is. It's literally just essay questions and then me answering said essay questions. It's kind of like journal prompts, more so. So like, for example, for one of the programs I'm applying for, I need to have a study plan. So I just wrote down all of my thoughts about, okay, how am I going to study? What am I going to do? Etc., etc. Who is your biggest inspiration or role model? How do you see those qualities inside yourself? And just writing things down and having it. So I have it here. So I have my thoughts. So then when I start writing my essays, I can come back and be like, oh yeah, that. And it also like gives me like a chance to kind of sit down and like sort through all of my thoughts and organize them before I have to sit down and talk about them. Next, I have this campus journal that I'm using to study Korean. That's it, that's all. I'm using howtostudykorean.com online, if you know that website, and I'm just taking notes from all of the lessons in this book. So yeah, I don't use it every day, I just use it when I study Korean. And it's the same thing with these other two journals. I don't use them every day, I just use them when I need to work on applications. Next, I have like a Fileofax type planner. I found it off of Amazon because those things are expensive, man. But here's my front page. It is, this one's very much so a work in progress. But the idea behind this one is that I'm gonna put all of my reading stuff in here. So like I have the books that I want to read in order, and then I can just cross them off. I'm trying to keep track. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna show you my October one because that one's pretty. So you can tell I'm behind, but the idea is that I keep track of different book things. So like, for example, here, I did the month and then made a little spreadsheet of what each line represents, which is just me reading the book and then when I read it. And I kind of like this just because I don't read every day. That is a habit I'm trying to form to make sure that I read something every day. But I think also sometimes I'm reading multiple books at the same time and I don't read the same book every single day. So if I only read like a piece of one book one day, a piece of a different book a next day, I want to show that and kind of be able to see how long I actually take to read books. Because sometimes if you use websites like, I like Fable, like Fable, Storygraph, follow me on Fable, by the way. But when you use them, sometimes they count like, okay, you started the book August 1st and you finished the book August 31st, but like I didn't read, you know, August 1st to 31st. I probably read like 3 days out of that month for that book, and I just took breaks in between, you know? So it's just a nice way to be able to track things. This is a work in progress, and when it gets better, I'll let you guys know and we can update later. Finally, I have my astrology notebook. This is like my Commonplanner / I'm going to use it to take book notes, kind of, sorta. So like it's just a space where I can write down a lot of things, take notes on things. There's like a ton of Substack articles that I want to read and have read, and I've like put them in here. There's like recipes that I've put in here. Let's see if we can look at some spreads. Okay, fun spread. My K-pop Demon Hunters one. Hold on. Ooh. There we go. It is so cute. I'm just trying to make sure it stays in focus. We have Huntrix, the Saja Boys, and then obviously the tiger with the bird on top. Another favorite spread of mine. I don't know if you can see it. I'm kind of like waving this around. It's my Oran High School Host Club spread. And I kind of like, I printed out all the photos and I kind of made it like a Pinterest board, so it's like curved and everything, but it's just Haruhi and Tamaki because I love them. They're my babies. They're my favorites. I found all of the pictures off of Pinterest, and I just printed them out and put them in there, as one does, you know? But yeah, that's kind of like the idea behind it. I also take like book notes, so like, if you can see them, they'll load. Camera. So like, these are some of my book notes on Crime and Punishment back when I was reading it, and I kind of stopped reading Crime and Punishment, so I have to pick that up at some point. I kind of just took notes of my thoughts and feelings. I also made notes of all of the Bible verses that are referenced a lot in Crime and Punishment, because I just don't know those off the top of my head, you know? So, yeah. But I'm definitely going to use this for any other book annotations that I'm going to do, mostly because I like to write a lot, and sometimes I just ramble. So this is a great place to just be able to keep all of those thoughts and any other musings that I have, you know? Anyway, that's it. That's all. That is my entire journal ecosystem. Thank you for joining me for this video. I hope you got some tips, learned something, got some inspiration, you know, as one does. And yeah, I hope you're having a great day. If you made it this far in the video, let me know about your like favorite journal or planner that you're using this year or having to been used. Drop any other planner tips in case you have them. Share with class. We would love to hear them. I know I would. I hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing evening, morning, night, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you next time. Bye.